Hey everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are continuing the main story of patch 2.2 with Promises to Keep. Now that Yugiri has been rejected, her and her people have been rejected by the syndicate, and they are not able to take up refugee status within Ul'dah. Before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about the events of the previous episode, because I'm not happy with Lolorito. Okay. So, if you start the game in Ul'dah by playing as a pugilist, a thaumaturge, or a gladiator, I believe are the starting classes for Ul'dah. If you start in Ul'dah, then as you're going through the main story there, a man tries to become a miner to provide for himself and the refugee children. This man's a refugee. He finds a possible ore deposit, and he gets some assistance to go help start mining it up and inspecting it, and just to see if there actually is ore there, because he's trying to find a way to make money. You know, find a job in order to help himself and the refugee children. You know, trying to earn money in the correct way. And canonically, it is stated by multiple people, Lolorito tries to have him executed for it. We know he was nearly executed because that was a solo duty where we had to defend him, and it's stated that Lolorito was the one behind this. So Lolorito tried to kill a refugee for trying to find a job, is effectively what it boils down to. And in that meeting we just had, Lolorito basically, I'm gonna slightly I'm gonna paraphrase in a way that it's kind of parody, making fun of him and how stupid he is, but he's not stupid. I'm going to make fun of him, but what I'm saying is effectively correct. Lolorito effectively complains, nobody wants to work anymore. They just want to get mean to us rich people for not giving them what they want. It just so happens that what they want is jobs, and you try to kill them for having those. You complain that the refugees don't want to work, and you kill them for working. I fucking hate Lolorito, and most of the syndicate is exactly like him. I hate Ul'dah. Have you noticed that I fucking hate Ul'dah? This is the worst city-state. I want to burn it to the fucking ground. Fuck Ul'dah. Let's continue the main story. Hi, Alphino. As Lord Lolorito goes, so goes the syndicate. It bears repeating that Lord Lolorito does not speak for the syndicate. The others harbor doubts, I will allow, but in time they shall see the error of their ways. My people could not endure another long sea voyage, but if Ul'dah will not accept us, what choice have we? Not good. Did they not hear Lady Yugiri's pleas? How can they turn us away knowing what we have endured? Prone to violence and criminal activity? Who is he to speak of us thus? Are we to be punished for sins we may never commit? You're being punished for sins that they want to commit. Raban would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees. This sucks. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. Alright, Raban, hopefully you have some ideas, because we're out of luck here. I was too eager to get started complaining about how much I hate Lolorito and Ul'dah that I forgot to switch to today's job, which is monk. Alright, what do you got, Raban? Mayhap I should have considered the likelihood of failure more deeply beforehand. Yeah, you think, Alphino? You think? I will not deny that certain portions of the refugee population have been a burden on the Sultanate, but I take issue with my counterpart's contention that they account for the majority. In this they are plainly mistaken. Even so, we must not think ill of them for wishing to protect our great nation. Oh yeah, no, we must not think ill of them for trying to assassinate people who want to find work, for trying to find work. Definitely, no, shouldn't think ill of them at all. A galleon is no place for my people, for any people to call home. This cannot continue. We do not wish to live by the grace of others. We want to work. We want to contribute. Is there naught we can do to earn the approval of these Uldans? I'm afraid not. Probably not. I don't think so. The syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitors have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are limbs in Lominsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Minfilia? That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphino. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by merchants and mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself propose, Lady Ugiri. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Relevant detail here is when the 2.x patch series, this series of story, was first coming out, Revenant's Toll was initially a small campsite, and over the course of the patch series grew into the city it is today. The Domans have much to do with that. Master Alphino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance in their present condition. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventures Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Satora? Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. Okay, so, Alphino! You came through! While you should have considered failure a little bit more strongly to begin with, you came through! You found something! Now we just gotta figure out how to get them up to Revenant's Toll. Which will be quite the trek indeed. But at least they're not gonna be trapped on that boat forever. That's a huge relief. Alright, Alphino? Any luck finding help here? We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Very well, we should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I could do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Ugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Ugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? I can do that, yeah. I can escort them, make sure they get there safely. Okay, we've got access to item level 90 rings. Let's see. Is this an improvement? Well, this is fending. Probably slaying would be the closest match for Monk. Let's see. I mean, it's equivalent stats. It's literally equivalent stats. So I think I might leave it be. I think we might just grab the money and call that good. It's just swapping out one stat type for another, from what I can tell, so not really an improvement. Except in, like, very specific circumstances. Anyways, with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, Ugiri's game, as we work to move the Domans up to Revenant's Toll. I'll see everyone next time for that.